What's up, Trekkies? Okay, so weirdly when, Trek Tuesdays line up with actual holidays, it's St. Patrick's Day today. Who doesn't love their favorite Star Trek Irishman? I mean, yeah. So I figured today that I'd go over there's not really much. I could go over him, you could do a biography on him, but I'll put his link below so you can go read up on all the wonderful early life and all that stuff and anything from Memory Alpha. I'm spending a little too much time on Star Trek Online and it's sort of right now. So we're going to talk over several drinks from the Star Trek universe. We all know Romulan ale, blue, and highly illegal. They didn't really say here why. It says although it was illegal in the Federation, many Starfleet officers had sampled it at one point or another. It doesn't say why it's illegal, just that it's illegal, and it's probably the fact that it doesn't work well with at least human biology, because it doesn't work well with Klingons. We know that one. Worf, Romulan ale should be illegal. We know it is even then in whatever year Insurrection took place. Or Nemesis. I'm dumb. Anyways, but yeah, it's always been kind of weirdly blue. Sometimes it's see-through, sometimes it's vivid blue, sometimes it's a rich blue. But it's blue, it's Romulan, it's illegal. Again, all these links will be below, so you can go read up on them. According to some apocrypha here, it says that Romulan ale is brewed from grains such as keh, and states that the primary reason it's difficult to imbibe is that it's harsh on the throat, and that Romulans only drink it so that they prove they can. It's not that it's particularly alcoholic, it's the fact that it's probably like what we have for Goldschlager, the idea that the gold flakes are supposed to tear up your throat so that you imbibe your liquor faster. So that's throughout all Star Trek. I mean, they've talked about that in various, Star Trek 6, Next Generation. I mean, Romulan ale has been Romulan ale. But only until Next Generation and Deep Space Nine did Aldebaran whiskey show up. It's green, favored by Guinan. First time it gets brought up is Scotty's trying to drink synthale and he's not getting drunk. So so Data reaches behind the bar and gets a private stash and he gets Aldebaran whiskey. It's green, but he still drinks it, and Scotty just loves it because it's ridiculously potent. Quark discovered an empty bottle of Aldebaran whiskey in his brother Rom's room. It was taken from Quark's private stock. Several barrels of Aldebaran whiskey are kept in storage in several Deep Space Nine's cargo rooms. Probably because of Quark. Because it's probably the actual really potent alcohol, and people like to get drunk, but it's really expensive. What else do we have? We have Sumerian sunsets, which I don't necessarily think are particularly strong, but they are almost a feat of chemistry and patience, because you got to mix everything together, and when the rim of the glass was tapped sharply, a swirl of orange and gold luminescence appeared in the liquid and streamed out to fill the glass, until the entire drink turned to a dull, non-luminescent gold. It says Data made Deanna Troi a Sumerian sunset in the traditional style. As per their bet, he'd lost a game of three-dimensional chess to her. Because, I'm guessing it's because the android stuff, he can absolutely get it perfect. He can quickly make a Sumerian sunset. But it's more of a showy drink. It goes from clear and then bing, and I would love to see a drink that you could do that with. I mean, you can do that with chemistry, but I'd like to be able to, drink it and not have sodium pentahydrate or something like that. Another one from Deep Space Nine that's really popular, Kanar. I'm not necessarily sure if there's anything specific. It's just a Cardassian drink, and it always comes in that weird corkscrew bottle. It said it varied in color, so I'm guessing. See, does it have a somewhat thick and consistency in most human drinks? It's hard to, what does it describe it as being similar to? Yeah, I'm not really seeing here. But it was always in that bottle. But it was just by, every Cardassian just loved to drink it. It's sort of I'm guessing Kanar for Cardassian is our beer. They just want Kanar, but it's pricey beer. Because they usually drink it no, it could be liquor. It just says it's an alcoholic beverage, and we've got 3 different kinds. It was possible for Kanar to spoil, something which apparently happened to 2 bottles in Quark. again, you can read up on all this stuff. It says 80 cases. Like, if you... Like, I found most of these through the Searching Memory Alpha through alcohol. Kanar. Yeah, Kanar is like in and of itself. It's not a beer or a brandy or a whiskey or a wine. It's kind of all by itself. So it's kind of hard to... When the Star Trek Experience existed, you could go get things that were mock-ups of this stuff pretty well. And then they had specialty drinks. There was also something called the Warp Core Breach. I should probably see if I can look that one up. Chexlu. Really bad at my Klingon. Yeah, anyways, it's apparently, it's a extremely potent Klingon beverage. Looked to be smoking, but, the props just had dry ice in it. Worf served a cup of Chexlu to Bring Lodi leader Danielle O'Dell in 2365, after O'Dell found replicated whiskey to be the guy from the 20th century. Replicated whiskey to be lacking. Upon sipping the beverage, he complimented it by stating, "Now that's what I call a wee drop of the creature." Worf tells the replicator Jog Pluth when he requested the drink. Jog means be bold, and Pluth means to drink. So basically he just ordered a bold drink. Maybe the computer maybe that's not what it's called. Like I said, all these links will be below, and we will, if you have any other drinks, or if you've been to the Star Trek Experience, because I was a little too, at my age, I was too young to go there when it was still open. Here, I just was looking for the Warp Core Breach. This is a list of things you can get that it gets really close to things that you could make, having earthly ingredients, like Saurian brandy, something called the Borg Queen. It's an apple martini style that was once called the Topaltini. You want a little black book of Star Trek drinks? Here's a little black book. There's a Raktajino, there's a Star Drifter, the Pattern Buffer, the Risa Colada, the Orion's Belt. I'm gonna have to bookmark this page. Bookmarking right now. So, Cardassian Cooler, Tranya, James T. Oh, it's a Log Island. Nice. But anyways, where do we get down here to the Warp Core Breach? Come on. There we are. Okay, kids, as promised, here's the recipe for the Warp Core Breach. I'm going to tell you guys this, but it's also on this site. It's 4.5 ounces Bacardi Superior, 3 ounces Bacardi Limon, 1.5 ounces Bacardi Select, 1.5 ounces Bacardi Spice, 1.5 ounces Dick Kuiper Luscious Raspberry Rush, 0.75 ounces Bacardi 151, 30 ounces of Sobe Power. Chat with you guys later, and yeah, try not to get too sloshed.